fuck out of our city!
I'm not going to get out of your city, number one.
Yes, get the fuck out!
I'm not a Nazi.
Yes, you clearly. Oh, what does that say? Border Patrol. Yeah, you're a fucking Nazi. You work for the fucking orange fascists in chief. Yeah. Get the fuck out of our city, you Nazi piece of shit.
Number one, I'm not going to get out of your city because I live here.
Oh, you want me to? You want to make fucking? Okay, good for you. Good for you. You want to make fucking lampshades out of people's shit?
Think standing in front of a cop is brave? Think again. It's a choice. It's a choice to commit a crime. Picture this. Police officers are trying to arrest a criminal alien. Some radical left lunatic steps in. They shove, they scream, they throw rocks, they block the officers. And in that moment, they tell themselves, I'm standing up for justice. No, you're not. You're not standing up for justice. You're not standing up for anything. You're not heroic. You're brainwashed, lunatic committing a crime. Plain and simple. Lawless disruption of law enforcement operations is a choice. It's a deliberate choice to insert yourself into a situation that you have no right being in, and you're committing a crime. And we need to stop pretending otherwise. Hello, all my fellow patriots. Come on in to O'Reilly's Corner, where we keep the lights on current political issues as well as on past egregious acts, of which there are plenty. So let me be clear. This isn't about defending every action by the police. It's not about silencing anyone's criticisms or denying anyone's right to protest. It's about reality. When someone deliberately interferes with lawful police work through force, obstruction, intimidation, they're making a criminal choice. There's no gray area here. Jasmine Crockett was recently interviewed on a podcast, and if you don't know who she is, lucky you. Anyway, she opined that just because someone committed a crime, it doesn't make them a criminal. I swear my head hurts just saying it. There really ought to be some type of entrance exam to get into Congress. It's similar to the left's call to defund the police to make our communities safer. Of course, these radical leftists calling to defund the police don't actually live in, nor they ever go in, the communities and neighborhoods that rely on a strong police presence. But they're standing up for justice in their own misguided mind.
Send it fucking home! Go home!
And that is just the nature of this. But speaking of that
President Trump fulfilled his promise to secure the border. I think it took him about a month, maybe a month and a half. But the hard part, as it turns out, is deporting the tens of millions of illegals that Biden's handlers let into our country. No one on the left complained that they were allowed to enter into our country illegally. I have no idea who they were or where they're from, but they're screaming bloody murder about deporting them. And yes, I know, most illegal immigrants haven't committed any additional crimes since coming across our border. But you would think that every American would welcome the removal of low-life degenerates who have raped, murdered our young women, some girls as young as 12 years old. But no, ICE agents are under daily attack from members of this tolerant party, throwing rocks, slashing tires, and worse, in an attempt to protect these S-pegs. And they wonder why ICE agents wear masks. Really? In the two most notable recent instances, in Minneapolis, of course they were, one woman and her wife were stalking ICE and disrupting them all day long. They were inserting themselves into lawful enforcement operations.
Right now on News 19 at 11, we are diving into more details of newly obtained cell phone video taken by the Immigration and Customs Enforcement Agency involved in the deadly shooting of Renee Nicole Good over Minneapolis. It reportedly shows a different angle of that encounter and the moments leading up to Wednesday's deadly shooting. As the FBI investigation gets underway, protests and vigils were also held across the city. We have the very latest tonight from Minneapolis.
Newly released cell phone video obtained by CBS News appears to show the ICE agent's point of view and what are likely Renee Good's last words.
That's fine, dude. I'm not mad at you.
That's Good inside the SUV and her wife outside the vehicle talking to the ICE officer before the
I said, go
shooting.
get yourself some lunch, big boy. Go ahead.
Out of the car.
Another officer orders Good out of the SUV and she starts to drive. CBS News has confirmed the agent who shot Good has worked with ICE in Minnesota for nearly a decade and was involved in another vehicle-related incident last June. Court documents show he was dragged approximately 100 yards with his arm inside a car while trying to execute an immigration warrant.
ICE out! ICE out of our schools, ICE out of Minneapolis, ICE out of Minnesota.
How about, instead of ICE out of Minneapolis, illegal aliens out of Minneapolis? There's a novel thought. The woman was ordered out of her car. But instead, she chose, there's that word again, she chose not to get out of the car, but rather put the car in reverse, almost striking one officer, and then, with the encouragement of her wife, put the car in drive and, intentionally or unintentionally, headed straight for the second officer. We know she headed straight for the second officer because that officer was actually struck by the car. That officer then shot the woman. He didn't shoot her in anger. He didn't shoot at all until she started driving her vehicle straight at him. The left's narrative, of course, was that she was innocently on her way to pick up her kids from school, and ICE killed her. No. She and her wife were stalking ICE all day long. They inserted themselves into police operations where they had no right to be, and one of them were killed in the course of endangering the life of an officer. Now, the second genius chose to aggressively approach law enforcement officers carrying a concealed 9mm pistol, armed to the hilt with 2 extra clips. Without bothering to disclose to the officers that he was armed, he provoked them and got into a scuffle with them.
We want to warn viewers, portions of this video is disturbing. Elena Zach is in Minneapolis with more.
Say his name! Alex Preddy!
Mourners gather at the memorial for Alex Preddy. The 37-year-old was shot and killed by federal agents Saturday morning. Moments before, Preddy was seen holding his phone and arguing with officers. Shortly after, he was hit with chemical spray and tackled. An agent takes a gun from Preddy's waist, and the shooting begins 1 second later. Similar to the shooting of Renee Good, the Trump administration put the blame on Preddy.
He wasn't there to peacefully protest. He was there to perpetuate violence.
But those who knew him, including Father Harry Tatso, say he was known for his kindness.
So don't please pay any attention to the vilification of our national leaders.
We've all seen the videos from multiple angles and at multiple speeds. The officers did not. They either saw the gun or heard the shot or both, and they reacted in a split second. The bottom line is this angry individual dangerously inserted himself into a law enforcement action while he was armed. The left's narrative was that this guy was a peaceful, loving nurse. Well, videos emerged that show him spitting and kicking at an ICE agent's vehicle a few weeks earlier, suggesting otherwise.
This is a moment the news movement filmed on January 13th in Minneapolis, showing a man who appears to be Alex Preddy interacting with federal immigration agents 11 days before Border Patrol shot and killed him. Our footage was analyzed by the BBC, whose facial recognition technology confirmed his identity to a 97% degree of accuracy. On the morning of January 13th, our team received a tip that federal agents were blocking a street at the corner of East 36 and Park Avenue in Minneapolis. We arrived around 10:15 a.m. We saw observers shouting at the agents as they walked back to their vehicles. When they started driving away, the man kicked their taillight. An agent then got out of the vehicle, grabbed him, and pushed him to the ground. During the altercation, agents fired tear gas and pepper balls into the crowd. They continued to hold the man down before they retreat and he walks away. What appears to be a gun is also visible above his waistband.
Known for his kindness, my ass, interfering with lawful police operations is not a debate, it's a crime. Every time law enforcement is blocked, delayed, attacked, intimidated, someone is making a conscious choice to insert themselves into a place that they have no right to be, a volatile, dangerous place, and it's a crime to do so. There is a line. Crossing it is a real choice. If you want real reform, real justice, real protection, those come from lawful actions. The courts, congressional oversight, elections, fair and unbiased media, and peaceful protest. See my video comparing the left's hair on fire protest of today to that of Martin Luther King's peaceful and effective protest of the 60s. Spoiler alert, there is no comparison. Lawless disruption is not courage. It leads to chaos, dangerous chaos, and it's a crime, and it should be treated as one, and we need to stop pretending anything otherwise. One department thought, it's more than a little curious, to me anyway, why all of these violent, disruptive protests are happening now in Minneapolis, exactly when massive fraud operations are being exposed. More than a little curious. Check out my next video on Congresswoman Ilhan Omar. Definitely a real eye-opener. And hey, thanks for stopping into O'Reilly's Corner. I hope you enjoyed being here as much as I've enjoyed having you. Until next time, I'm Mike O'Reilly.